Nestled in the Rocky Mountains, Folsom Field in Boulder. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the Colorado Buffaloes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sidelines. Holly?
Checking in with the Virginia head coach before this game. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Cavaliers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Lewis to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Atkins. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. The run inside. It's Young. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. Lewis to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. He's got him. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Virginia will call its first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Using his legs, it's Lewis. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go right back to it. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Holstein from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that 1st down.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 33. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's Holstein to throw. Makes the grab, it's Lewis. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains, it's 1st down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Under fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking for a gap. It's Lewis. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Eli Holstein to throw. He's going to take a shot. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
The give. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. They think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Find space on the right.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Lewis. Got a man, it's Moore. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pocket breaking down. Snagged out of the air. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Throwing, Lewis. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Bill, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
Lewis wants to pass. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Running inside, it's Young. Here's a little room there. 10. Touchdown, Colorado. Once he got some room, it was over.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Courtney. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They go play action with Holstein. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Holstein. Caught in the backfield, it's Lewis. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back. But, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and it'll be third down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Back to throw, it's Holstein. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And, man, that's a really good job by this defense. To play zone on 3rd and long, to kind of sit back, but not get lost, to not get your eyes and not see the running back. Everybody starts to release. They break on the football, come down, get a good tackle on the running back, and get a big stop on 3rd down.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Makes the catch. It's Moore.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's Lewis to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking for space. It's Young. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to go power here, and normally this play hits right up the middle, but there was just too much congestion. It forced the ball carrier to bounce it to the outside, and he gets tackled for a loss.
Quarterback may change this route. Lewis. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
And it's incomplete on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Holstein. He'll take the deep shot. Upstairs, he's got it. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Now on the counter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Not just so you get to make a big play on defense, but it's also a TFL, tackle for loss. It doesn't get better than that.
Lined up in the gun, third down, Eli Holstein. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
They punted away on 4th down. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Young. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
Throwing. Lewis. Quick completion on the out. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. The offense changing the play. Lewis to throw. Looking for a deep man. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's Lewis to throw. Complete on the left to Williams. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
To the air again, Lewis. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the right.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And the Buffaloes come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. On the ground, it's Lewis.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Got his man on the right. Runs through a man. He might have some space. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it on the outside. He's loose. Touchdown, Cavaliers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. Coming out with it, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Lewis. He's going for the big play. Snags it down the right side. Running free. Into the house. Touchdown, Bucks.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Courtney. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking for room. It's Lewis. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Here's Holstein to throw. Here's the pressure. On target. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with South Alabama taking on the Tulane Green Wave. And it's the Jaguars coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
In the gun on 3rd down. Here's Holstein. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied, it very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on third down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
Cover guys getting down to do their job, and they'll stop him at the 15. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Throwing, Lewis. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He unleashes a long one. And they can't make the connection on third down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on third down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked off.
Punt is in the air. Makes the catch at the 35. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but, man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
Ernie on the Jets. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And I absolutely love that play call, man. You've got good field position right now. Take advantage of it. They're aggressive on the first play. Make a big play. This offense now set up in perfect position to get some points to capitalize on their great field position.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Eli Holstein to throw. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Looking for more room. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Defense is about negative plays, creating negative plays and creating turnovers. What a great job, not only creating the interception, but doing something after it. You see the blocks after the interception, return it almost back to the house, and now you set your offense up with great field position.
A shot toward the end zone. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone. The offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. But give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. They made sure that one fell incomplete.
Deadlocked here in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. He might want another play.
Hey, 28, 29 Bills. 28, 20, zip. Freeze. Go.
Here's Lewis to throw. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. Bringing it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives.
Makes the grab in their space. He'll work his way down to the 28. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Play fake, Holstein. Throws to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Holstein. Pulls it in. It's Martin. There he goes. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the shotgun. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Rides to the back. Touchdown, Virginia! They take the lead here in the second half.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Running inside. It's Young. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Lewis throws to the tight end. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
You got to give the defense credit here because they came out here in the second half with the goal of putting the clamps on this passing attack, and they have not allowed a completion yet in the third quarter. This offense has thrown it time and time again. Nothing there.
On the delay, it's Young. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. It'll be third and long. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Virginia will call its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Trying to do it on the ground. And some great 4th down defense against the run.
What a big stop for this defense in the second half. Around midfield, you can set your offense up for success right here on this drive by getting that big fourth down stop.
That's caught. It's Flores. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Gets it out quickly. Could not make his way to the corner. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the run, it's Young. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Throwing, Lewis. Right on the money. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And these are these moments, man, when you're trailing by a couple possessions, you've got to put it together. Your quarterback has to come through. I mean, it's not a surprise. It's going to be passes. He's got to be smart. He's got to be quick with his decision-making, and they kind of got to be up near the line of scrimmage and be in a little bit of a hurry.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Lewis wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Returns it down to the 47-yard line, and this defense thrives on taking the football away. The Cavaliers' offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. The sure hands, it's Flores. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Throwing, Holstein. Using the quick game. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He goes right back to the air. Going for it all. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Virginia.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
The returner will field it and bring it back. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
And now the offense will come onto the field again. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
And the Cavaliers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense. They're allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Here's Holstein to throw. Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein finds his big tight end.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
And the field goal unit is on the field. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Going for the big play. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And they can't make the connection.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. Makes the grab at the 10. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Here's Lewis to throw. Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Lewis to throw. Looking to take a shot. And they won't make the connection, going for the big play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Moore. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
And nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
The Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Lewis. Got the quick pass. Looking for the end zone. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Play fake. Lewis. He wants it all. Touchdown, Buffaloes. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They'll line up to go for 2. He's looking to pass. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope.
And it's more common to throw for the two-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot, you can tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice two-point conversion.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Right back to the well. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Eli Holstein to throw. He's taking the shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.
This is a pretty easy situation for the offense right here, guys. We need one play. We need one run up front. O-line, we need you to come through for us and ice this game. They do a great job allowing that back to pick up the first.
Yeah, it's just physicality up front. The big boys creating some space because the defense knew what was going on. They have to get a stop here or this football game is over. A lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. They can't get it done, and it is over.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Seriously, this just can't happen. A delay of game penalty, and it is 2nd and long. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, David.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.